Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy, Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Tuesday, April 22nd, and I got a 4-game slate for you guys. 1 game will be for the English Premier League, 2 games for La Liga, 1 game for French Ligue 1. Like always, we'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. We'll talk about the total, and then I'll give you my predictions. But first, we got to talk about it. Baby. Let's go! I hit 100% in all my bets. Yes, sir. Dub. Take it all the way to the bank. I ended up putting Nottingham to win straight up, and then I did Real Betis to win straight up. But that is not all. I also did the points. I did Nottingham and Tottenham to go under 3 point, or it was under 3, which it was exactly at 3, so it didn't go over. Basically, I hit that. I think they gave me like half the money they were going to give me because it wasn't under, but it wasn't over. I don't know. Basically, I pushed, if you know what that means. But regardless, I ended up hitting that. And I also hit Real Betis over 2.5 versus Girona. The total was 3-1. I knew it was going to go over, and that's why I did it. But check this out. Once I was done doing the video yesterday, when I posted it, I went in there and I did the total points first, right? Not knowing when I did the straight wins, like, since I did it so quick, I didn't, like, 2 hours before the game started, I went and I put in the wins, the straight win. And I totally forgot that I had already done the total points over and under. So when I went in there and I made the bet, and I was just like, wait a minute, did I already do this bet? And I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh my God, I already did the bet. Like, why did I go in there? But I felt that Nottingham was going to win. I really felt that Nottingham was going to win. And I really felt that Real Betis was going to win. So whatever, you know what I mean? I put it in there. I'm glad I did. I ended up getting double the money because they both won and the points basically came through. So, you know what I mean? 100%. What can I say? I can't be mad. There was no Serie A games because the Pope, rest in peace, he ended up dying Monday morning. So every game that was basically going to happen in Italy ended up canceling and moving to Wednesdays. They ended up moving it to Wednesday. So basically all the games got canceled for today. So anyway, RIP to the Pope, and he's in a better spot. Anyways, let's get back to the prediction. Starting off with Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Manchester City are at home with 5 injured players and 3 questionable. Aston Villa on the road with only 1 injured player. Total sitting at 3, and it might move to 3.5. Team total points sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Aston Villa is going to win here because Manchester City, like I said, they have not been all that great. I mean, you've seen them, you know what I mean? Like, they haven't been all that great, even though, surprisingly, they haven't taken an L in their 5 most recent games. I'm just as shocked as you, but they got 4 wins and 1 draw. Aston Villa with 4 wins and 1 L. I don't know why. I feel like, maybe because I've seen them play versus my team, Newcastle, and the way they performed, I was just like, whoa, what the? If they bring this attitude, this confidence, if they bring this to the table tomorrow versus Manchester City, I'm telling you, they're going to win. Not only they're going to win, they're going to make 2 goals easily. So this 1.5, I feel like it could be done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Manchester City won't win. They could win, but they got to come in with their A game because Aston Villa ain't no joke, especially this season, ain't no joke. So, but I'm going to go with Aston Villa to win straight out. And as far as points, like I said, the total sitting at 3, and it might move to 3.5. If it does move to 3.5, I might do an under, but I don't know. It's going to be tough because if they both come in scoring more than one goal, then you're looking at 2-2. Obviously, this goes over 2.5. But the five most recent games between both of these two teams, as far as it going over this 3.5, it's only gone over twice out of their five most recent games. So as far as it going over, highly unlikely, but it could happen. I mean, it just could happen, especially right now, the way both of them are playing. I mean, it could happen. But if, put it this way, if Aston Villa wins, they basically push Manchester City down in the table, right? They move up a level. So not only do they push Manchester City, but they push Chelsea and Newcastle down, right? The Aston Villa will come in with 60 points. And I mean, Newcastle sitting with 59, Manchester City 58, Chelsea with 57. So basically you're knocking down three teams if that happens. I don't know. It's going to be a good game. All I can say is going to be a good game. But I'm going to say Aston Villa over 1.5. As far as points, I think that's just the best bet. As far as their five most recent games, they've been able to cover this 4 out of their last 5 games. Manchester City, as far as them covering this 1.5, they've done this 4 out of their 5 most recent games. So like I said, yes, this could go over for both of them. This could be a 2-2 game, maybe even a 3-2, but yeah, who knows? This is going to be a wild game, guys. I'm going to say, I think just the best bet here for total points would be Aston Villa over 1.5. And as far as a win, give me Aston. All right. On to the next game. We have Valencia versus Espanyol. And this is for La Liga, guys. So Valencia at home with 1 injured player, Espanyol on the road with 2 injured players. As far as the total points sitting at 2.5 and team total points sitting at 1.5 for Valencia, Espanyol at 0.5. I'm going to be honest with you. As far as the total points, I don't see it going over, even though this has gone over 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. But as far as points, I'm going to have to say Espanyol 0.5. I think that if you're looking for a for sure, 99.9% bet here, it's going to be Espanyol 0.5. And I'll tell you why. Between both of these two teams, their 5 most recent games, Espanyol have covered this 0.5, 5 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. Now, as far as Espanyol 5 most recent games, they've covered this 5 out of 5. So, yes, I feel like Espanyol could cover this 0.5. As far as Valencia allowing their opponents to score, they've allowed their opponents to score 3 out of 5 most recent games. So, and as far as Valencia covering this 1.5, they've only been able to do this once in their 5 most recent games. Between both of these two teams, they've been able to do this only twice. So between these two teams, only twice. I'm not saying it's not going to happen because Valencia could easily make 2, right? But I see this being a 1-1, right? Or maybe a 2-2. Regardless, I see a tie here. Their 5 most recent head-to-head between these two teams, 4 times. They've tied 4 times. That is crazy. That is crazy. So, yes, I feel like this could be a tie. This could be a 1-1, maybe 2-2 game. Not surprised if this ends up as a 2-1 Espanyol winning. I'm not surprised. But, believe it or not, their 5 most recent games, Valencia have not been able to beat Espanyol. So, that means that one game, Espanyol ended up winning 2-1. That's why I'm saying I'm not surprised if Espanyol ends up winning this game 2-1 or 1-0. But I'm going to have to say Espanyol just to cover this 0.5. And as far as a win, I'm going to go with the tie. All right, on to the next game. We have Barcelona versus Mallorca. I mean, do I really have to say anything about this game? Come on. Like, Mallorca, they're like sitting, 8 in the table or something like that? And yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to be biased. I know I'm a Barca fan, and there's probably a couple of you guys out there that are Mallorca fans, and I'm not trying to throw any jabs at you guys, but I mean, come on. If you are anything else but a Barcelona fan, you have to see that Barca is like they're basically almost done. They got what, a couple more games before they're like champions or something like that. Nah, maybe they got a couple more games, but regardless, like, come on, dude. Like, all right, I'm gonna get with it. I'm gonna stop being biased. Barca's winning. Total points sitting at 3. As far as it going over between these two teams, it has gone over twice. So yes, I see it going over. At the same time, I don't. I'd rather put Barca over 2.5 in case this is a 3-0 game. I feel like Barca will be the ones putting that 3-0. Mallorca at 0.5. Now, they've done this 2 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. So will I risk Mallorca scoring a goal? Most likely not. Can they do this? They surely can. I'm sure they can. Barca is good in they've lately, their 2 most recent games lately, they've allowed their opponents to score a goal. So Barca's really good at, for some reason, Barca's really good at like, yeah, go ahead and score on me. Go ahead and score on me. And then that way I have a reason to come back and, you know, basically whip your, you know what. But I mean, I'm going to say it's just the best bet, Barca to win straight up here. And as far as the points, I'm going to have to say Barca over 2.5. It's just reliable. I don't know if I'm willing to do the points at the end of the day, just because, like I said, Barca could come in here and score 2-3 goals, or they can just come in here and score 1 or 2 and they win. I don't know. But as far as the win, I'm going to say Barca. And say if I had to do the points, it would be Barca over 2.5. So, all right, on to the last game of the video, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Put down in the comments. Let me know what you got. What's your prediction? I am curious to see what you got to say. Don't be afraid. If you want to shout out, use that hashtag. Ride with my bet. Win or lose, I'll give you a shout out. If you win, I'll continue to ride with you. If you lose, I'll pick a new comment. Guys, let's have some fun in the comment section. Don't be scared. Go in there and type it in. There's no right or wrong answers. I'm just trying to have some fun in the comment section, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's get into it. Nantes at home with 1 player with the red card and 4 questionable. PSG on the road with only 1 questionable player. I mean, this is going to be the same thing as the game we just talked about. I'm going to say let's say PSG to win straight up. And as far as points, total points sitting actually at 3.5. So that's a little bit more than the Barca game. Now, as far as these two teams going at it, as far as it going over this 3.5, it's only gone over once. So do I see this going over? Probably not. This could be a 3-0 game as well, or maybe 2-1. But their 5 most recent head-to-head between both of these two teams, Nantes, have not been able to beat PSG. They got 1 tie, and PSG winning 4 games. So, their 5 most recent games from Nantes, they got 2 wins and 3 L's. PSG with 4 wins and 1 L. So, yeah, PSG, give me PSG to win here. And as far as points, I'm going to have to say PSG over 2.5. I think that's just the best outcome here. Nantes at 0.5. Their 5 most recent games, they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. So, yes, it could happen. Will it? Highly unlikely. Between both of these two teams going at it, they've only been able to cover this 3 out of their 5 most recent hits. So, I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, because it could easily happen. 5 most recent games from PSG, they've allowed their opponents to score 4 out of their 5 most recent games. So yes, it could happen. I'm just not willing to risk that 0.5. And I might not even do the total points here. I might just do PSG to win and throw that in there with Barca as a parlay. But Yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right picks. I hope you guys end up winning. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.